Bienvenidos a mi mundo. Hello and welcome to my world. I'm Alicia. I'm Alicia Kaplan. And I am so glad that you are with us. And I want to introduce you to our first guest, Miss Betty Kaplan, who's been in my world since I first came into this world. We know her well, but maybe you don't know her. Betty is a screenwriter. She's a film director, a theater director. She was a ballet dancer like myself and an actress. And she's a Peabody Award winner for the film Almost a Woman by Esmeralda Santiago. She also directed Doña Bárbara, based on the novel by Rómulo Gallegos. And I have a headline here that actually says, Doña Bárbara cabalga de nuevo. And another one, let's see, it's El cine es pasión y no entiende de fronteras. Movies or film is a passion, and it doesn't understand about borders. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, she also directed a wonderful miniseries based on Simón Bolívar, el libertador de Sudamérica. Well, most of it anyway. Anyway, without further ado, we first start in English y después en español. With you, Miss Betty Kaplan's Simón. A preview.
To survive, I write. Even if I'm condemned to a file marked non-existence.
Why? Why does it seem impossible for me to have a relationship with a normal human being?
Who is stalking me? How do they know where I live, work, even the content of my dreams?
Excuse me, did you see somebody come into my office? Listen, did someone leave something for me here? A message?
No one leaves me messages.
Are you sure?
You know, you are local.
But I'm a writer, what do you expect?
You like Simone Veil?
What?
You like Simone Veil? This is Wenda, my great uncle. This is my cousin Lai.
屌你啊！去邊度啊？掃下地先啦。同佢出街冇？掃下地啊先啦。
A man and a woman are transformed when they can hold each other's gaze in silence. From that moment on, you build a story from which you cannot back away.
Reality check in.
A Chinese girl was creating a work of art with materials from a local pharmacy. This work was born from love and rage. A lesbian had fallen in love with a man and he had responded. But she wrote the rules.
And why are you running away after what happened last night?
Because I don't think I can live with you.
Why would she do this?
She needs to escape.
I was driven by the vague hope of finding a way out into another lifetime, in another world. So this is it.
Lee, wake up.
Wait.
Come on.
What could happen?
Everything.
Hello, welcome to my world. Bienvenida a mi mundo. This is in a series of podcasts and interviews with personalities, with people that have done a lot in this world. And we are with Miss Betty Kaplan, who is a director, a writer, a screenwriter, and to be honest, my sister. Es mi hermana que es directora de cine, escritora de cine. Y bueno, ya les he hablado acerca de ella. Y esto, ella nos va a contar lo que está haciendo, lo que ha hecho. And there she is. With you, Miss Betty Kaplan from Puerto
Hola,
Rico.
hermana.
Hola. So
Those are
tell
nice
me.
words, especially coming from a younger sister.
Oh, younger. You know. Well, this is, you have been in my world, or I have been in your world since I came into this world. I always admired you. What can I say? I want you to tell me what you're doing. We're going to speak a little in English, then we're going to speak a little in Spanish, and then we're going to speak a little in Spanglish. So what
That's
have you been
okay.
up to?
Eso está bien. I live in San Juan, so we're schizophrenic. UPS thinks we're US and FedEx thinks we're international. So,
Right.
well, I actually am in admiration of you and your energy and what you're doing in New York. You never give up. You constantly find a way to create new talent, develop new talent. And it is such a difficult world. I gave up on New York, but you continued.
Well, you went to Hollywood. What can I say? Our paths diverged.
Well, Hollywood was a disaster, and I regret going to Hollywood. It didn't know.
Really?
The only thing good that came out of Hollywood was that I met my husband, Peter Raleigh.
Sir Peter Raleigh. Yes, the one and only who we have to interview too.
The one and only. And the other night, we were just watching a little series that we found on the internet. And we both looked at each other after 30 years and said, thank God we found each other. Thank God.
Well, that's
It has
wonderful.
been
Yeah.
such a beautiful voyage for the two of us.
Right. Right.
And as just the latest thing that's on my mind is we fought almost 7 years to make this little movie based on a grand and beautiful and award-winning novel from Puerto Rico. And our investors, the author, and everyone that's seen it is just totally awed by it. So at the moment we're thrilled because we fought against everything to make that. We were the second only film to be allowed to film during COVID at the beginning. So much as the LA Times did a beautiful article on us. But the protocol that we developed for shooting our film has been now used everywhere. And this little film, which we shot across almost 2 years, no one notices the years, and everyone feels it as a very powerful story because it's not just a love story that shows what love truly means, but it is also a perfect post-we movement, which deals with the consequences of rape and harassment and everything they're talking about. But Everybody talks about the issue, the action, the rape, but no one talks about what are the consequences
The
of that.
emotional, the psychological consequence.
The emotion, exactly. And in this film, our main character played by Isai Morales, really shows how a man should respect a woman. We don't have many films that show that,
Right.
that respect a woman's decision. You look very beautiful, by the way, my sister.
It's the lighting, it's the overlit look. Well, I like the way you've, come together with it. No, I find that fascinating. Can you mention again the name of the film, the novel it's based on? And it was
Okay,
filmed
yeah.
entirely in Puerto Rico, right?
Well, it's been translated in almost 9 languages now, and he's been invited to major American and English universities. He was
Okay.
actually, the author was actually invited to Oxford.
This is, can you mention his name?
Eduardo Lalo, the author is
Okay,
Eduardo Lalo.
Lalo. Okay.
The book is called Simone.
Simone, right.
It's in English. You can get it on Amazon.
Okay, I'll buy it, but I'm the one that likes to see the film. So
Yeah.
what you plan to do with the film? I mean, we're still in the pandemic time.
No, well, what we're doing right now, we've submitted it to the Venice Film Festival. They're going to submit it to Locarno and to Toronto. They want to launch the film from a festival. And then they will be selling the film. Shoreline Entertainment is the representative of the film. And they love the film and they will be selling.
Well, I had a peek view of it thanks to you, and it's wonderful. It can compete for an Oscar as far as I'm concerned. Hey, not because you're my sister or anything, but it actually I've been watching all these films, for the SAG Awards and stuff, and it's like, wow, really? Can you invite me to the Oscars, or is it just going to be Peter?
Well, if any Oscar nomination of the film comes, I think it will probably be for the Chinese actress Peng Zhuli.
Which we hope to interview too at some point.
She was just magical.
Fabulous, fabulous. We have to coordinate. And I'd like to, take a little of this interview because, before we have added, things of your life and what you've done, and fabulous, all a career. But I think after this film, your career is going to take off again. More of a career. Nunca se sabe.
Well, my career's never taken out.
It's taken. Hey, you won a Peabody Award. Your film.
Yeah, but nothing happened from that, and I
But
have
that's
to
the way
say,
it is.
No, but I have to admit that the male world of directing and the supporting teams, they do not like a woman.
But times are changing, according to my friend.
Times are changing. Chloe Zoe from Nomadland will probably win the Oscar, which will be the only second woman in almost 100 years.
I know, but times are changing.
But that just tells you everything.
I know. You were before your times in when you were in Hollywood.
I was before my time, but I'm catching up.
You're catching up. And now I want to bring this interview a little in español, ¿ok?
Okay.
Que la señora Betty Kaplan también habla español, igual que yo, se crió en Venezuela, ahora está en Puerto Rico. Ahora ella está diciendo, acaba de decir en inglés acerca de su nueva película que yo lo he visto y me quito el sombrero, como dicen. Ok, yo no sé si ella quiere hablar un poco en español. Y bueno, esta entrevista es fabulosa. Betty, ¿quiere decir algo más a tu público que nada más habla en español o hablan los dos?
Oh, absolutamente. El español es la tercera lengua en todo el mundo, así que somos importantes.
Sí, claro.
La película está basada en una novela que ganó el Rómulo Gallegos, uno de los premios más importantes del mundo literario de Latinoamérica, que se llama Simone. Es un autor puertorriqueño, pero como muchos de nosotros, es puertorriqueño, pero nació en Cuba.
Así es la cosa. Sí.
Entonces, somos siempre parte de aquí y parte allá, como todos sabemos. La novela, yo digo que es que un profesor de la Universidad Principal de San Juan, también otro que es novelista, yo digo que tiene un tsunami emocional. Es un hombre imperfecto, un hombre que no se ha casado, que ha tenido relaciones,
Estás
pero no
hablando
las ha
del
tenido.
protagónico, el
Sí, el
protagonista, ¿no?
protagonista.
Que lo encarna
Que,
Esai Morales, ¿no?
correcto.
Ok.
Y este hombre de repente empieza a recibir mensajes extraordinarios, misteriosos, literarios. Y los mensajes lo retan a un juego. Él decide hacer ese juego. Resulta que este juego se vuelve lo más importante en su vida y el juego resulta ser creada por una china inmigrante en la isla y un pobre artista de extraordinaria potencia, que además de todo es lesbiana. Esta relación se vuelve una relación de lujuria extraordinaria y finalmente entienden esos dos personajes, entienden lo que realmente es el amor.
Mira, fabuloso, fabuloso. Ok, bueno. Hermana,
Tu
Betty.
hermana Alicia, ¿reconoces lo que tengo detrás en mi?
Sí, es un set de película. ¿Qué es? What is it? A movie set? What are we
Es
looking
el
at there?
estudio de Renio Tolina.
No lo reconozco. That's all for another whole thing about Renio
¿Tú
Tolina,
lo
right?
ves? Él está sentado en la mesa.
Oh my God, where are we? Where are las Antonettes? Sí. No, I hope you
Esta es
get
la
that done.
próxima película. Esta es la próxima película que voy a hacer.
Bueno, espero que haya un papel para Alicia jovencita. Sí. Vas a tener un pedazo de las Antonettes, porque yo creo que tú tienes copia de eso.
No hay.
¿No
¿Nunca
hay?
se filmó? No,
No.
no.
They don't have anything
Porque
online.
nosotros estuvimos durante la parte en vivo.
Okay.
Las únicas, porque dentro de la serie de él tuvo una pelea con Radio Caracas
Yo lo he leído.
y él mandó a borrar todos sus programas.
Ay, qué pena, qué pena.
Lo
Bueno,
que quedó fue lo que el editor salvó y escondió.
okay. Mira, querida Betty, ha sido un placer. It's been a pleasure. We have to do this more often. This will be one of
Okay.
our inaugural episodes. Bienvenidos a mi mundo. Welcome to my world with Alicia.
I love it. Welcome, El Mundo de Alicia.
El mundo de Alicia.
Do we have
Bueno.
to jump down a rabbit hole?
Yeah, well, I've been doing that. Anyway, thank you so much. Blessings and all the best to you and to Don Pedro.
Well, you're doing a great job and you look absolutely beautiful. So
Oh, well, it's
Take
too much
care.
light.
you'll have to send me the name of your little square light because it's much better than mine.
Okay, I will do. I will
Okay.
do. Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.